What's up, Pokemon trading card game fans? Welcome to episode 124 of Special Conditions, the TCG podcast where our love for competing and collecting collide. Special Conditions is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Wednesday, December 21st, 2022. I'm one of your hosts, Adam Tuttle, and I am joined by my co-host, Justin Keller. What is good?
Hey, I made it back for a second week. You didn't kick me out.
No. You did too well. Some would say you played your cards right.
Some would say I did 3 well.
How you doing, though?
Doing good. I'm having like Pokemon card withdrawals when you play so many matches over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from, side events and the actual main event. You're just like, wait, what do I do with my hands? It's like a Ron Burgundy moment.
Yes. I know the feeling oh too well, and I'm sure people that have competed or listeners of the show that have competed in large-scale tournaments can understand that. I miss those days, so I'm hoping with the smaller tournaments coming back that I can have that feeling again. So I'm very excited.
I just want to feel something, damn it.
Right? All right. On today's show, we're gonna talk a little bit. Poke Beach has been pumping out a lot of news, and they shared the new Play Pokemon Prize Pack Series 1 set list. So we'll kind of just take a peek at it, see what we like, and see what we don't like, I guess. The Pokemon Company International filed for a tech patent. We will we'll discuss that a little bit because you sent me that and I was like, no way. I was like, are we getting monsters on the table? Come on, that's what I want.
Yes, wait. Oh, yeah, totally. Star Wars moment, where they have the little holograms.
Yes. Well, I was thinking Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's a terrible game. Radiant Charjabug was revealed, so we're going to discuss that little bugger. We might open a pack, and then we've got an email. So how's that sound?
Sounds like a plan.
Let's jump straight in and let's just look at these prize packs. Have you gone to any leagues and gotten yourself one?
I have not.
Have you seen these?
I haven't seen them, but I was so since I was at Arlington. But you just played
in a tournament. In a regionals in Arlington, Texas, and you didn't see anybody playing any of these cards?
Nope. Wow. Wait, no, I take that back. I definitely did. I was like, yo, those are different. And then that's when I was talking to one of the guys who runs the locals at it's called Sci-Fi Factory, and they were like, hey, yeah, we just got them in tonight. So as we were there on Friday for side events, he's like, yeah, I got to go to the shop right now and set up because this is our first night with the prize packs.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So hopefully, my parents are in town for the holidays, so probably not this week, maybe next week.
All right.
Have you talked to any of your local stores, see if they're getting them in? I have not.
But I also work every single Thursday, which is when their league is. So it makes it near impossible. I'm going to try to possibly sneak by after work before I pick up my son, or maybe after, and then swing by and see if they still are doing stuff and how many games. I don't know what the structure's like to get one of these packs, but last I knew, you had to play a certain amount of games to acquire a pack. So I don't know what the requirements are. So
yeah, I mean they should have a bunch of these, and it should be like, I don't know, my local store. Traditionally, they've just been giving out pack per win, or sometimes 2 packs per win. Just depends on how many people show up and how much stock they have on hand. So I'm kind of hoping they keep the same thing, because that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, especially if you win, get a bunch of these. Woohoo!
Oh, and I was gonna say, did you hear that this is going to be a shortened release for Series 1.
Yes, making the cards harder to find, increasing their collectability.
Yes, and also increasing the eagerness of, oh, maybe I should go to locals this week so I can get some of these cards.
Yeah, so I'm very interested to see how this plays out. But the Series 1 contains about 200 reprinted cards from the
Did you say 200?
200! Yeah, 200.
Man, that's like a full set.
Listen, energies are part of it.
Oh,
that's how you know it's a legit set.
And it's a new hollow pattern.
Yes, and they all feature the Play Pokemon stamp, which I'm so hyped for. This is like the original symbol, like back in the day, and I absolutely love this. This is my favorite thing. I have several hats with this. I miss the colored one, the red and black and white one. I have several of the black and white ones, but I really like the color ones.
Yeah.
So hopefully they bring the hats back.
For whatever reason, this symbol just reminds me of in the anime when they would be like, Pokeball go, Pokeball go, Pokeball go, woo! I don't know. It just reminds me of that.
I think you need to watch another episode of the anime.
Yeah.
So you can get that right. Because I'm sure Ken's listening like, wait a minute, that's not how it goes.
Yeah, we will discuss this on Gotta Watch 'Em All.
But yeah, there's so many cards. You've got Cricketune V from Battle Styles. So Leafeon V, VMAX. Oh my god.
What cards
Charizard.
Do you want?
Oh, you know it's ridiculous when they put 3 different Charizards. You got Charizard from Vivid Voltage. You've got Charizard V, Darkness Ablaze, and then Charizard V Max. Oh my god.
I
PSA
personally
10 graded are going to be like skyrocketing. You got to get to League. You got to play, man.
I personally, any of the evolutions, I would like to see those. Or any like the trainer cards. Like the Hollow Quick Ball is sweet. Escape Rope. There's the Oranguru. And I also think they're probably part of the reason they're cutting this short. We're having rotation at the end of March, right?
Yes, yeah. So that would actually make total sense because half these cards you won't be able to use. So.
Yeah, half of them are from D block.
Yeah, but stuff like Energy Switch, Escape Rope, like you said, Great Ball,
Scoop Up Net,
level Ball, stuff like that. Stuff that tends to rotate but stay current. Because they reprint it in another set. Those are the cards you want to go after because those are the ones that are going to hold their value because you can use them forever, just like Copycat. But like Quick Ball, Professor's Research, stuff like that, scoop it up, literally. You got Switch in there. Oh man.
Ooh, Big Parasol. That's been seeing a lot of play in important decks recently.
Yes, the one thing that bothers me the most out of all 200 of these cards so far, I mean, there's only 164.
Wait, let me guess.
No, hang on, because I already Control F and then typed in the first 4 letters and I didn't see it. Now you can guess.
Is it there's no Delibird?
That is 100% the reason.
How
Adam,
did I know?
I noticed you didn't go to League for months. What's going on? Well, there was no Delibird in the prize packs. It wasn't worth it. But you could get any of these Charizards. Come on.
Yeah. If it makes it feel any better, there's no Arcanine either.
Ooh. I didn't even think to look for that. Jeez.
But now that I think about it, I'm looking through all these. These are all D and E block cards. Nothing is any later than Evolving Skies. Let's see. I'm not seeing any Fusion Strike either.
Yeah, you got Vivid Voltage for the Charizard and Evolving Skies. So, Vivid Voltage, Evolving Skies, those seem to be the earliest ones.
Well, I mean, there's Sword and Shield base.
Oh, yeah. Just kidding, Intellion. Ah. All right, but if you've seen these and you've gotten your hands on them, let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know how they're distributing them. That's what I care about most. I just want to know if I go to League, will I potentially be able to get multiple packs, or is it just like you come, hang out, play a bunch of games, and then at the end of the day when everybody leaves, you get one? I'm curious to find out what other trainers are experiencing.
Yeah. And have you seen any of these being opened?
No, I have not seen a single opening.
I was kind of curious, so I looked up a video online. Looks like you get a holo and a reverse holo, just like a normal pack. And then for some reason, I felt like there was a second holo in there, but maybe I'm just crazy.
I don't know. I'm going to have to take a peek at this because this is definitely interesting. All right, Justin, you want to take us on our next journey? The tech patent that was filed by TPCI?
Yes.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. So, TPCI files exciting new tech patent for tracking cards during gameplay. Talking about how they're implementing a patent for an RFID system that, let's see, a Pokemon card is inserted into a card sleeve embedded with an RFID tag. As each card is inserted, a camera photographs the card and looks up its identity. Thus, each card sleeve is mapped to a virtual Pokemon card. As a player draws a card, an RFID reader determines which cards left their deck. This way, the identity, location, and movement of the cards can be tracked during gameplay. This allows commentators and viewers to instantly see which cards are in a player's hand, discard pile, and other potential scenarios during gameplay. Could open new opportunities for commentary and presentation. Also reduce the need for cameras to capture players' often obscured hands. So it sounds like this is mostly for, streams, but it seems pretty cool. And they filed for this back in April 2019. That was a while ago, but, patents take a while. They just granted it in May of this year.
Yeah, it looks like, it says granted in May 2022. The invention is created by Paul Earl Grimes, who works at TPCI in software and technology. As far as we can tell, this is the only tech patent TPCI has ever filed. It's unknown if and when the technology will go into use.
Apparently it was...
Yeah, you're good.
I was going to say, apparently it's from televised poker tournaments. So, and other trading card games that have grown in popularity over the years. They're dealing with face-down prize cards and all the such.
That's crazy. I'm very excited for this. When I first heard this, I was like, wait a minute. RFIDs? I was like, am I going to have a chonky hand? Like a giant... how thin are they going to be able to make these sleeves? That's the real question. And then also the thing that stinks too is if they only have one set, is it just going to be for whoever makes it to the top, the top one, the top table? Whoever's in the first and second place?
Right. So I think it's only for if it's being streamed. So I assume you de-sleeve your deck and then sleeve it for the stream? Or maybe they're over sleeves? I don't know.
It's so strange. I'm looking at the pictures and it's just credit to the artist. This gentleman is having a fun time sliding his card from one end to the other end while being recorded. But the technology looks simple enough. But it's just the RFID slides into this thing, and then it looks like it's got a top loader on the outside of it with a little paper sleeve that it goes into. It's so weird.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of e-reader cards.
Yes. Oh man, how cool would that be? Bring those back. But they're just QR code cards. Like when I scan it, brings me to this mini game that I get to play. Oh, sweet. All right. Let's move on. We're going to talk about Radiant Jarjabug. And all three of these articles have come off through pokebeach.com. Links will be in the description. This Jarjabug is so stinking cute. It's a shiny one, so it's orange, and it's got the green ones behind it. This is so cool. It has an ability called Shocking Block. Whenever any player attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon V, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. And then for 1 lightning, it has linear attack. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Obviously, don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. It's ×2 weak to fighting and 2 retreat cost. So my first thought is to throw it in the Flaffy box that won, or not won, but it got second place in Brisbane.
Mm-hmm.
Just take out the Greninja and throw this in there.
So what are you trying to counter with this?
It's just attaching energies to Pokemon V, so you're just doing more damage to the hard hitters. I think you would change a few things to not have V Pokemon yourself, just to kind of make this a little bit easier. But
yeah, I mean, since you're using Flaffy, right? You're attaching from the discard pile and not from your hand, so you could get around it that way.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, what do you give this? Like, would you think that this would see a lot of play?
So, my first thought is, what does this mean to Lugia? And Lugia, yes, they attach some from their hand, but they also attach a crap ton straight from the deck. So, it could be interesting. It might be a wait and see type of card.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if somebody can come up with some crazy spread deck, I think because there has to be a reason why these new cards are getting like terrestrialized forms, like Arcanine, where it's the fire terrestrialization, so it doesn't get affected by bench damage. There's got to be something that's like needs to be on the bench that's protecting. And so there's got to be new cards coming out that target the bench. I would like to see a single prizer spread deck. That's what I want to see.
So, Greninja and friends?
Yes. But better than that. Very interesting.
That's all cool, though.
What was that?
I said that's cool, though.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a really cool card. And this is Crown Zenith. That's where it's coming from. And I've seen some of the alt arts and they're just new arts of the old cards. So I guess they're alt arts, but they're like from the set proper, so I don't understand how that works, but well, like is it a gallery art? Is it a full art? I don't know what it is.
And like in the Japanese, they call them like the character rare arts or the character secret rare, and then
I believe they're just in the set proper, correct?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been kind of like shying myself from Crown Zenith, like focusing on play.
Yeah, I tried to keep myself like away from it because I'm like, I don't know.
When you open the packs, you want to be a little bit surprised. Maybe not like, oh my gosh, there's a set coming out in January, but like, you know.
No, it looks like there's like a whole subset. It's like a GG61 or Yeah, that's so weird. What?
Well, yeah. So like Shining Fates.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Great. They're gonna make this impossible to collect here. At least we're gonna get because you can see the there's a reveal of Deoxys V-Star, so apparently we're gonna get those in there. That'll be nice, so you don't have to buy the box.
Mm-hmm.
The collection box with
Oh, I mean that
Deoxys
V-Star is the secret art. Yeah, he looks like he's going Super Saiyan and blasting off the earth.
Speed form. Oh, that's so cool.
Ugh.
I love how they did that.
I'm not a big Deoxys person, but that art is sick.
I'm not either. But I really enjoy how they've done the Deoxys. They did like the V as the normal form, and then the V Max is the defense form. And then that new alt art right there is the speed form. That's pretty cool. Maybe the V Max will get another form.
Did you also see GG17 for the Thievel?
Yes.
I know you like to joke about Thievel stole your holo or your ultra rare, but this Thievel card looks sick.
I'm okay with that one stealing the spot.
That's like a noir. It's almost like black and white. It's mainly just like a red with like the color of Thievel. It's pretty like it's like two-tone. It's pretty cool looking.
It does look sweet. And then there's also a gallery art of Lapras. Shout out to Tish Smith because she is going to want that.
Oh, wow. I mean, there's so much going on here.
Right. You got the Finian in the back. I can't even tell. What is that? I don't know what that is. There's a whole bunch of water Pokemon.
There's a Wishy-Washy. There's a Spheal, a Mantine.
There's a Pelipper.
Mantike. There's a Wingull and a Pelipper.
That was a great first half. We're going to take a quick break, if that sounds okay with you.
Let me take a break and think about it.
All right. We'll be back right after this. And we are back. Justin, are you refreshed?
I am. I'm so refreshed. I have 2 cups of water here.
2 cups? One for each hand, I guess.
Yeah.
I would have thought your hands would have been shuffling cards.
I thought about that. You know what? Maybe that's an idea for next time. I'm just going to shuffle and have that as like the background noise.
Oh, jeez. Can't edit that out.
Nope. Oh, man.
All right. Just a little housekeeping before we get on to the rest of the show. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. That $1 is going to get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration's in the Discord. We hope to see you there. Huge thank you to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Austin Zard, Hala de Counselor, Grant, Jamal, Mythical Hitch, Sue, The Cole, and Big Zom Minus. Huge thanks to our executive producer, Tish Smith. Make sure you check out PokemonProfessor.com for links to everywhere you can connect with us, grab some merch, leave us reviews. We would love to have some reviews with Justin on board now. So 5 stars, as always. 5 radiant Jarja bugs. That's the review. That's the review requirement. What do you
Shocking,
think, Justin?
Isn't it?
It's a linear attack. All right. Justin, do you want to open up a pack? Do you have a pack? I didn't even ask you that at the beginning of the show.
You know, I actually don't have a pack on me. Do you have a pack?
I have one. So I'm going to open. It's a Silver Tempest, so, it's not the latest set, but,
Hey, it's relevant.
Or it's relevant. All right. Code card is 7J2Z4L4JDCC. Good luck. Wait a minute, Justin. The last pack we opened after we stopped opening packs and we ended the show. What did you pull?
Oh yeah, it was a Lugia V-Star.
I was like, no way. Had you just opened that pack or any amount of packs after,
I should have just opened it on the show last week.
You should have. And then you waited, and now you don't have a pack.
But the good news is I did open it, and I did include it in my deck. So.
Oh, excellent. All right, moving forward. Grass Energy, Baneri, Drowsy, Spinarak, Regenerative Energy, Serena. I needed more of those. Lopunny, Emolga, Chimecho, Reverse Hollow is a Indeedee, and our rare is just... Ooh, sorry, cough there. And the rare is Hisuian Bravery. Womp womp. But still, it's a costless attack that you can use.
I mean, I love Hisuian Bravery. It's just not the card that you want.
It's not the card I wanted. I don't even know what card I wanted. There's no Delibird in the set, so I'm not after any card specifically, you know?
Well, good news is, in about 4 months' time, there will be no more non-holo rares.
Yay! I'm very excited.
I guess theoretically, starting in January, right? Because there's no non-holo rares in Crown Zenith, or is there?
I don't know the answers to these questions. I am not a magician, but you can be a magician and get an email to magically appear on your screen. Yeah, we're gonna close the show out with a listener email, and Justin is gonna read it for us, if you would be so gracious to.
Yes, this is from Chris, aka Turtle Power in the Discord. He says, "Hi, Adam and Justin. In the latest episode, you spent a bit of time talking about how you need to evolve to EX in the new format and will hopefully slow down the game. I agree. At the moment, so much seems dependent on the initial draw and the ability to hit fast and hard on the player's second turn. But even when rotation starts in April 2023, such that any standard format card must be the E-Regulation block or newer, the vast majority will still be V and V Max, and of course V Star, and will still be legal. If Scarlet and Violet mechanics are intended to slow down the game, does that mean that new decks just won't be able to compete with older ones, faster ones? And I noticed that some of the new EX cards are basics, but others are Stage 1 and Stage 2. Maybe Rare Candy will help evolve the EX's pace? Any predictions about how well, or how poorly, the Scarlet and Violet EX mechanic will play against V, V Max, and V Star?
I am going to say that this is a great email. Thank you so much for writing in, Chris. We really appreciate it. I was thinking the same things that you're asking right here, right after we podcasted. So it's going to take time for it to iron out or even out, if you will. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, at the beginning, it's going to be a crazy mix of some things work really well and some things don't work really well. And I think a lot of the Stage 2s that are the lowercase EX will not see a ton of play, and that's simply because they have to take time to get there. There might be new Stage 1s, and there might be new basic Pokemon that help support, and if that's the case, then we could see them becoming really good. Because the fact that they don't become a 2-prizer until you evolve it is also a factor. I'm just trying to think back to when I was playing around this time. There was a lot of support Pokemon. There was a Tauros from Crystal Guardians that you could play down, and when you play it down, it would get rid of either a tool or a stadium. I'm not sure. It's one of the two, if not both. And then there were cards like Pachirisu, but that Tauros, it was functionable, and it had a call for family attack. So you could play it down, get the effect off, and be able to search your deck for a basic and throw it onto the bench. Pachirisu for 1 energy. It's from Great Encounters, had Call for Family, but allowed you to grab 3 basic Pokemon. And with all these stage 2s, there might be a secondary stage 2 that's not an EX that can still attack, but it also can support. So my brain is literally on fire, like thinking about this, because there have been decks like this. Like I'm thinking about Flygon EX, or AKA Argon, but you had strong basics, you had a functionable EX in the form of Flygon EX. It's the psychic one from Dragon Frontiers. But you could also evolve it into a Flygon. I think it's from Holland Phantoms, but that one allowed you to attach extra energies. So it could still attack, but it also was energy acceleration. So if you didn't get necessarily the EX Flygon, there were still strategies that you could have in play. Now, any of the decks that are coming out, like you have Arcanine, that's the Terrestrialize EX one. I'm looking at you, Justin. I'm not actually looking at you, but I'm pointing to you with my imaginary fingers into the audio world. But there's a bunch of different Arcanines that you can use with your Arcanine EX to kind of get around certain matchups. I don't have a list of all the Arcanines, but I'm pretty sure.
You mean Growlithe, right?
No, Arcanines.
Does it? Maybe it's something I didn't understand.
Because the Arcanine EX is a 2-prizer. So you can have a powerhouse in your deck, but you could also be playing with a stage 1 basic, like non-EX deck. Like a single prizer strategy that goes into the EX one.
Oh.
Like if they play a bunch of things that have bench damage, you can throw your EX down. That's protected on the bench. Like there's a bunch of different mechanics that we don't even know about yet. That's why this is so exciting, because we don't know what the other terrestrialized forms will be. We don't know what they'll do. I'm so excited for Scarlet and Violet, just because there's so much that we don't know. And obviously we're going to talk about when we do know stuff, but again, great email. I'm very excited. It will slow the format down eventually. If not, it will change people's, like, the strategies of how decks work now. Because it's not going to be just, I'm going to play my V and V Max. I'm not going to play my V and V Star. I'm going to play my basic this and evolve it into the stage 1 of this. And it's not a V or anything, but I could evolve it into the EX if I needed to. So there's plenty of strategies. Justin, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, and I think a big part of it is, you go second and you get stuck with a 2-prize Pokemon in the active, and it's just going to get knocked out on your opponent's second turn. So now you can start that basic instead that's only worth 1 prize, and you're not like, egad, now I'm 2 prizes behind just because I won second. It just ultimately allows you more time to bounce back.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of pulling up some random Arcanines that I can see here. Okay, we got. All right, so just like basic Arcanine, or the single prize Arcanines.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the one from Silver Tempest, just came out. 140 hit points, 1 energy, 30 damage. Attach a fire energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. So it can power itself up. Fighting Tackle for 3. 100 damage if your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon V. This attack does essentially 200 damage.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So if your opponent's playing a V, that won't be too relevant, moving forward, because if people are playing EX, that actually gets weaker.
Mm-hmm.
So something to think about. There's Hisuian Arcanine. Oh wait, no, it evolves from Hisuian Growlithe. Just kidding. Forget I said anything. Then you've got the Rebel Clash Arcanine. If this Pokemon has a Burning Scarf attached, it gets plus 100 hit points.
Again,
so
that one's gonna rotate out.
It is? Oh, because of Rebel Clash. Okay, forget about that. And forget about the other Arcanine. All right. Forget I said anything.
Mainly it's the Silver Tempest one, which I think is pretty good directly as a V counter, with it being 100 plus 100 if it's a V.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that's the thing. That's where the EX shine, is that you could get a promo Growlithe or a promo Arcanine, and it just makes the deck so much better. Or you could get, like, the next set comes out with something that pairs very well with that, and you don't even need the EX, but having it in your deck just adds to its success, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I get, like, shaky when I get excited.
And it's not even Delibird.
It's not. And that's there's a lot of moving parts, and I'm very excited to see where the game's headed. This is a very good time to be getting into Pokemon. I mean, honestly, I don't care about Crown Zenith, but I just want Scarlet and Violet. I just want this to come to fruition. I just want the new stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't even have Crown Zenith yet. It's still making its way and being revealed as we speak.
Making its way downtown.
Getting revealed all the time. Boodle-doo-doo. All right, Justin. Do you have any closing thoughts on the EX mechanic?
I just can't wait until we see the next ones revealed and what they do.
As can't I. I'm super excited. All right. Justin, do you have anything else to say? To the listeners.
I mean, I guess we could talk a little bit about how my Arlington went.
Oh, wait. Before Arlington, we can talk about that. We're not done yet. There's one more thing. We are going to leave the link in the description below. It is a link to enter for a chance to be able to put in a code for the 3 cards that we've talked about in previous episodes that were the artist, like the winning for the
illustration contest.
The illustration contest, that's the one. So it's the Arcanine, the Greninja, and the Bulbasaur. Basically, you're going to get a code if you win. You're going to get a code, and you use that code when you spend $30 or more. You can get all 3 promos.
And what's nice is once you spend $30, you get free shipping anyways.
Yep, exactly. And it's going to be just like the Charizard promo. So good luck. Description. It's links in the description. So just follow that link, put in your information, and good luck.
And for all you stamp collectors out there, it has a nice big stamp on there.
Ooh, it is pretty big. And yeah, you'll be able to see like little sneak peeks of the English versions too at the top of the page once you enter. So really cool.
Hey, it's an Arcanine that you could play.
It does. I'm very excited. Well, for you. All right, Justin, talk to us about Arlington, because the last we knew, you were preparing for it. And it sounds like, because you're just talking, you weren't very excited at the beginning of the show to tackle me, to tell me how you did. So you must not have won.
I mean, I won a couple matches.
No. You must not have won the whole thing.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yes.
Yeah. So you remember when I said I was 3 excited earlier? Well, it's because I went 3-3-3 in my 9 matches.
All right. Okay, so that was 3 wins, 3 losses, and 3 ties.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
All right.
And I'm pretty confident had I been more familiar with my deck and more prepared, I could have turned most of those ties into wins.
And that would have put you into day 2 and most likely top cut.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. We're just jumping all the way to top cut.
I really wanted to see you on the stream.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was like in the stream at some point, just as background while someone was being interviewed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I literally just kind of like watch the games and then just dip out right after.
If you saw anyone wearing a shiny silver Mandalorian hat, that was me.
Okay.
Yeah, it made it.
I wasn't there. I wouldn't have been able to tell you.
Well, I had a bunch of friends that I see at the local shops here, and it made it easier for them to find me because my hat sticks out like a sore thumb.
That's so cool, though.
But yeah, so yeah, no, it was a good time. I faced, let's see, 4 Lugia mirrors. And I tied 3 of those and I lost one. Basically just, both slow, both indecisive, couldn't really figure out what to do. Lost Box, that one did not go so hot. My first game I prized the Stoutland, and that's like the comeback card against Lost Box. And even when I was getting prizes, I couldn't draw into it. It was my last prize.
Ugh.
And then I just kind of whiffed in game 2, just bricked hard. But the matches I did well against Mew VMAX. You can Evil Tall knock out the Mew VMAX. There's 3 prizes. And then you can, if you power up your Lugia hard enough, you can get to 310 and knock it out.
Were you ever able to get it to do that?
Yeah, the 4 powerful plus the choice belt.
Ooh, buddy. That's a powerful Lugia.
Yeah. I mean, I guess technically it's like a little, let's see, 220 plus 80, so yeah, 330.
What is Lugia's, what's the actual attack?
It's Tempest Dive, where it does 220.
It's not Gale Wind or nothing like that. Jeez.
Yeah, it's not.
Missed opportunity.
For Pokemon Go fans, Aero Blast. If only it was called Aero Blast.
Oh gosh, please no. I mean, it is colorless and it is flying, so that works. When are we going to see a flying type in the TCG?
Oh boy,
will Fairy type ever come back?
I think Fairy's sooner to come back than flying type.
You never know. It would give us a reason to get Delibird in the mix again.
But yeah,
sorry, I'm just all over Delibird. I fanboy over Delibird all the time. So,
but yeah, right, let's see. I beat a Reggie deck and a.
You beat the Reggie deck? Nice.
Yeah. And I think the last one was like a Lost Box deck.
Still, that's still really good. You went with a positive record because each of the wins are worth 3,
so
and
there's 9.
Each of the ties are worth 1 point.
Yep.
So you had a total of 12. Not bad. And you played out all your matches.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be like everyone else and like, oh, I'm not making it to day 2. I'm just gonna quit early. No, we paid for this. We're here to have fun. I'm not here to like, in all my experience, besides one match, I don't care to talk to that person ever again. But everyone else was great. We would just, talk casually throughout the games, especially after like, we're matched up with people that aren't moving on anymore. It's like super casual.
And then you get that one at the end and they're just like, you shall not defeat me. Yeah. I shall win this match. And you're like,
okay, can we? The guy that I did not agree with, how people like flick their wrist and like their fingers like snap together and make that funny snapping sound? he would like do that in the middle of the match, like get me to go faster. I'm just like, WTF, man? What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, that is so rude. Judge, he's making me go faster. He's telling me to go faster.
He looked like a kid who just transitioned from seniors to masters, and he had a LAIC mat, but he probably bought it off someone.
Oh my God, that's awful. I'm sorry. You had to go through that.
But again, one bad match does not ruin the whole fun. And then they actually had quite a few side events.
Yeah, tell me about the side events.
Yeah, so you can do just a get. It's funny, they just call it get a mat, so that way you don't have to like think, oh, do I have to win to get this mat? No, you just straight up get the mat, then you get extra points for winning your tournament play. So and what was fun about that is a little more casual, a little more about having fun instead of like, I'm gonna grind hard Lugia only decks. So, and what was really nice is because the mat they gave us was Regieleki, which was probably the least desired out of any of the play mats recently, besides like Enamorus. Not saying Enamorus is bad. People just at large didn't like it. But in the Get a Mat, I got a Espeon and Deoxys tag team mat, which was pretty cool.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you showed me that. That was the one I was like, that's a hot ticket item right there.
That's from the 2019 regional championships, and then a Dialga V-Star mat.
Wow.
And that mat, like I looked online, last sold was like $99. I was like, holy cow. Yeah, someone told me it was only released at one regional this year, whereas a lot of these others have been at multiple.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Put that in your safety deposit box there.
Yeah, so in side events, I won 4 more matches, so there was that. There was a lot of Hisuian Zoroark in the side events.
Yeah, because that takes finesse to play. You have to, make sure the damage counters are where you need them. Mm-hmm. Make sure you have all your Pokemon have damage counters. It needs a lot of moving parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and I surprisingly, you go to conventions and they're selling cards and you're like, it's sometimes you can find a deal and sometimes it's really kind of a premium, but it's there. So therefore it's somewhat a deal because you're not paying for shipping. Whereas here, man, they were like selling cards for like dirt cheap. It was like 30% less than what TCG Player was asking.
And you bought them all?
I bought them all. No, I didn't buy that much, but
okay.
But
you took advantage though, right?
I really like gold stadiums, so I bought like 5 different gold stadiums. The most I spent for one of them was like Gape Job Bog. I think I spent $6.
Wow.
I bought a turf field stadium that was slightly off center for $2.
Holy cow.
I bought a magma basin and one of the other ones. But yeah, super cheap.
You told me dark patches.
Oh yes. Also,
you texted me that.
Also some dark patches, $5.
No, jeez.
And I picked up a Quaxley plush, the one with like the little Christmas stocking.
Yeah.
That was a good one. And then, one of my friends wanted a bunch of hollow energies, which, are hard to come by, especially in big quantities. But since Full Grip Games was there, they advertised ahead of the event that they just had tons of them. They had literal boxes of hollow energies. And see, he wanted some from EX Power Keepers. It was a type of...
Oh, those are nice.
He's trying to collect the entire set. And I was like, dude, they have literally every energy. He's like, okay, buy $60 worth just of whichever and then go. So yeah, they were like, $4 or $5 each.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. And then for myself, I got some Fire Energy Play Pokemon stamped ones with like
those are nice.
Like the crosshatch hollow pattern. I got those for like $2 each, for my Arcanine deck when it eventually comes out in April.
Okay. Now, what is your biggest takeaway from the event?
Biggest takeaway: don't eat barbecue for lunchtime because your afternoon matches will be poor. Like, kind of joking, kind of not. Like, after like around round 7, I was like, man, I don't know how people do this all day. And then if you're gone to day 2, you do this again.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of mental energy that's used.
And sleep is important because I was just too amped. I could not sleep the night before. I was just like, all right, let's go. And you gotta be there at 8 a.m. and it was a 25-minute drive, so I wanted to be there.
So you were up at 4 a.m.
Well, I was up at 4 a.m. like, I need to go back to sleep, but I'm just like not tired.
I'm not tired. I'm wired. I want to go play some Pokemon.
Yeah. But really, like, I wasn't really concerned about how well I did. I just wanted to get the experience under my belt. So that way it's not like I don't know what's happening, new shiny thing for the next time I do one.
Okay. All right, Justin. Is that it?
That's basically it.
All right. Well, thank you for making it this far with us. We appreciate all you listening. Sincerely. If you want to be like Chris, Turtle Power, and email us, you can email us specialconditions@pokemonprofessor.com. You can leave us a voicemail, text us, send us a picture, 732-835-8639. And remember, if you're affected by a special condition, don't forget to use a full heal.
Bye-bye.